Today's video is going to be a very special video for a couple of different reasons. The first reason is this will be my first session with a male participant, which has been highly requested. This is also a very close friend of mine from Baltimore, which is where I'm from originally, and his name is Brandon. Brandon and I have been friends for over 10 years. I want to say that we first met sometime after I graduated from high school, and we have maintained contact and stayed in touch ever since. He's one of my only close friends that I've continuously stayed in touch with for so long, and I'm excited for today's video because he's kind of like a brotherly figure to me, and I'm hoping that we will be able to increase relaxation, and I just hope that he'll enjoy today's session. So, Brandon has also been interested in ASMR for quite some time. I'd like to think that I'm the reason for this. Is it true? Kind of. He has recently been sentenced to 3.5 years in federal prison, and he will begin his sentence at the end of November. And this has kind of been a long time coming. He was on trial for a couple of years, and we all kind of didn't assume that this would be the result. But as many of us know, we all make decisions throughout our life that, when we reflect on them, may not be the best decisions. I think that one of the reasons he is going to prison is because of a flawed judicial system in our country that often punishes small offenses. Of course, everything that we discuss in today's video is approved by Brandon, and at some point in the future, if he wants to share his entire story, I will let him do that for himself. But I'm just happy that he has the opportunity to visit Los Angeles one more time before his sentence and spend some time on the West Coast with friends who really care about him. So, I'm very happy to have him here in my home. And he has also been using ASMR as kind of a coping mechanism leading up to his incarceration. So I thought that would be interesting information just to preface this video, because I do think ASMR can be very useful for a wide variety of reasons. I also want to mention that Brandon has been clean and sober for over 15 years, which is a huge accomplishment, and he continues to work on his sobriety and help others through their sobriety issues. He also has a daughter, and he is an amazing father. So that will definitely be, something that will be very difficult when he is in his sentence. But I have no doubt that he will be able to work through it, and he has a lot of support from family and friends, and we're all here for him. So I'm going to begin this session just by using my hands applying some light pressure on his shoulders. I'm just going to gently brush his hair to induce a state of relaxation. Even though he has very short hair, I think the act of hairbrushing can be very stimulating to the scalp, especially when the brush has a lot of small bristles. And it's just going to increase circulation to one of the areas that we will be focusing on. And I'm going to light a little bit of sage. Mostly because I think the scent can be very relaxing. Just want to establish an environment where we feel safe and at peace. And now I'm going to be using a natural spray with some essential oils that I have selected specifically for Brandon, and also because colder weather is approaching. I wanted to use some scents that reminded us of being at home, being comfortable, maybe spending time with family during the holidays. So in this spray, I used some cinnamon oil, clove oil, cedarwood, tangerine, sweet orange, and a tiny bit of rosemary. I'm going to take a bit of jojoba oil in my hands, as well as one single drop of rosemary. I'm just going to apply some light pressure to his shoulders. Holding a few pressure points that might have the most tension. And just lightly taking my hands over the crown of his head, down the back of his neck. Just using some tapping motions. Combing lightly with my fingers. One of my main objectives throughout these sessions is to provide a light sense of touch, a sense of safety, and I think it can be very effective as a relaxation tool. applying a couple more drops of my carrier oil. One more drop of rosemary. So with this part of the session, we really just want to focus on expelling any negativity from our thoughts. I'm going to be using a second spray. This is a toner that I frequently use for the skin and the face, and it just contains 1 drop of rosemary and 1 drop of eucalyptus. Sometimes I add tea tree oil as well. It's just lightly scented, and it should feel and smell refreshing and invigorating. I'm just going to lightly brush out his hair once more. So for Brandon, I have prepared some green tea with matcha that I got when I was in Japan. Just for you. It also has some local honey in it as well. And I have made him a snack with some fruit and some nuts for him to eat after this session. How do you feel?
Wonderful.
Do you feel like after watching ASMR now for a while, it feels similar to experience it in real life, or is it different?
It's the same.
It's the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Thank you, Brandon, for participating in today's session. Thank you guys so much for watching. I also want to mention that I have been debating on starting a book club for quite some time, and I thought that I would do a book club that Brandon can participate in as well when he is serving time. And I've promised to send him a book every month, so I thought it would be kind of a cool idea for everyone on YouTube who wants to participate, and that way Brandon can participate as well. So I'll be talking about that more in the future. If this is something that sounds interesting to you, let me know in the comment section below. I also want to give you guys an opportunity maybe to send Brandon some mail while he is serving time so he can read letters from you guys, or you can really just send him a message, anything that's positive and uplifting, or maybe just if you feel like sharing something in your life with a stranger who is also going through some of his own personal struggles. So we'll talk more about that in the future. I hope this video was relaxing for all of you, despite maybe some LA noise like helicopters and barking dogs, which always seems to happen when I film ASMR videos. But thank you again for watching. Is there anything you'd like to add? No? Feeling positive? Yeah, awesome. All right, so I will see you guys very soon in my next video, and I will talk to you then.